What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in to Hunt Ready. It has been a little bit since I've had a trapping video out. So, it's been several weeks now since I've been up to the National Trappers Convention up in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Went up there and hung out with Luke from IronTrail, hung out with a bunch of other people, checked out all the booths, a bunch of demos. If you guys have never been to a trapping convention, you really need to go. It's a good time, and you'll get a wealth of knowledge from the demos and just from talking to everybody. But just wanted to do a quick video here. Got a nice little haul from Luke at IronTrail. Picked up some new bait and some lures that I don't have. So now I'm pretty much gonna be running the entire IronTrail line. So just a few more here that I needed to have, and I'll add that to the collection. I'll do another video of all the bait and lure and urine and whatever that I'm using this year. But right now this is just gonna be a little IronTrail haul video. Some of the products that he has. So one of the new things here is a new bait called Range War. It's coyote bait. So we're gonna give that a go this year on that. New long distance call lure, nose burner, and that stayed in my wife's, the smell stayed in my wife's vehicle because we took my wife's Yukon up there for several days after we got home. She was not too happy about that, but we had it in I was planning for this, so I had it in a sealed 5-gallon bucket. Still stunk up the truck. It is definitely a potent long distance call lure. Then I got Flat Tail Feast. It's a beaver food lure. If you watched any of Luke's videos last year, I think it was last year, he was doing some Flat Tail Feast on some, they were like a muskrat float, but he was using them for beaver, and he was just hammering a beaver on those. So this Flat Tail Feast beaver food lure, looking forward to trying that out this year. And then, so last year I used Log Jam beaver lure, and he came out with this new one, Hudson Bay. It's a caster lure as well, new one to try out. So gonna be going with that one, and sticking with the the beaver trapping here, which I don't know how it is for you guys, but Illinois beaver, and we all know it's the price on that's going down now too, but beaver's pretty much the only thing worth any money in Illinois right now. So we'll see how or what this season brings, whether it's going to still be worth anything or not, who knows. So with that, I was trying to pick up some more beaver ground this year, and so I picked up some more traps to run. So one of the things, well, a couple here, I did pick up some more No BS KO Beaver Extremes. These are 2-coiled. That's what Luke had with him at the booth. I'll let it slide. I usually like 4-coil, but figure my oldest is going to be maybe doing a little beaver trapping this year. It'll be easier for her to set. You guys all know I like 4-coiled traps, but these will do the job. As far as beaver traps goes, I've only used these No BS beaver traps and then MB750s. I definitely prefer these No BS over the MBs, just for, I guess, ease of setting. I guess you don't have to stick your hand in the jaws of the trap to set the dog. So that's probably the biggest reason why I like the no BS beaver traps. So personal preference there. Both of them catch beaver, but I do like these KO Beaver Extremes. So if you guys watch my videos, you know I do all my beaver traps on cable slides, cable drowners. This year I wanted to try out some of the J3 Outdoors fiberglass rods for beaver drowners. So these are, I think they're 8-foot rods, something like that. There's just a fiberglass rod. You guys can watch some J3 Outdoors or Hags videos for his drowner rods. But they're expensive to ship, these fiberglass rods, so I wanted to try some. I trap mostly creeks, so just a weight on the end of a cable really works out better for me. A lot of them aren't very wide or deep, and they're really rocky. So I didn't want to commit to like a full half dozen of these fiberglass rods. So at the convention, you can grab 1, 2, however many rods you want from Haggerty at J3 Outdoors. So I grabbed 2. And then one thing that Luke has that was really nice, and if you guys are wanting to try out, you know, just a few of the fiberglass rods, Luke's got a little setup for, you know, this little bag contains everything you need to set up one drowning rod. So it's got the end, the stop, and then the slide lock, I guess you'd call it. And so that was $6.50 for a little bag that will get one complete drowning rod. So you don't have to buy, I don't know how big these, you know, I think like a pack of each one of these was like 20 some dollars, 22 bucks or something like that. So if you're only going to use a few of them, it's really nice to just buy this little kit that he has made up. That was basically the reason why I even tried these rods, because I didn't have to buy a bag of each deal. So should be on his website. I don't know, I didn't look. He had these at the convention. I'm assuming they're on the website. Probably should have looked, but so, and it's all the Hags products. So he's got that little kit made up for a single rod. So that's what I'll be doing, is connecting the No BS Beaver Extremes to these. And the nice thing about these beaver rods is you can take the traps off really easy. The ends, I don't have the end like staked on here yet, just kind of playing with them, but the ends, you can take them and slide them right over. So, you know, for storage, it's a lot easier, probably going to be a lot neater to store these rods than the cable drowners, because I can take these traps off without having to undo a bunch of J-hooks or whatever. So that's that. And then, like I said, you can watch the videos on these rods, but it's pretty, you jam the end underwater, you know, into the ground, and then you stake this side off with some rebar, and you're good to go. So we'll try a few of them out this year and see how they work out. I did pick up a pond that we're gonna trap this year, so fairly certain those will work out good there. And then means we're gonna be going for more beaver this year. You know, muskrat, that just kind of ties in. When you guys are setting for things, you want to set multiple different sets for different critters. So usually, you know, like if I'm setting coyote traps, I'm setting usually some mink sets around there, coon sets, obviously, to basically try to keep the coons out of your coyote sets. But beaver, might as well set for mink while you're in there. So these These slide on to 3/8 fiberglass rods. These are just the Hags brackets. And you can put a 1.5 on there. And they just kind of, again, you guys can go watch a Hags video on these, but so that's how that works. So I picked up a bag of those from Luke. Some of these places I'm gonna be going for otter, and I've got just kind of some older Duke 220s. So I wanted to get some new 220s to put in for these otter because they're tough creatures. So I picked up some Belial 220s, and these are the freaking Cadillac of 220s, man. These things are slick. But other than that, I think that about does it. Oh no, don't for the haul. Now that my hands are all greasy, but go on the website, guys. He's got new shirts and hats with a new logo. These shirts are kick-ass. They're super comfortable. The hats, he's got several different colors. He's got the old logo, you know, with the beaver. He's got the new logo with the fox jumping. The new logo is pretty sick too. I still love the beaver logo, but so I've been asking for a hat for a long time. Thanks, Luke. Finally wear an IronTrail hat. But go on the website, check out all of his stuff, guys. Get your bait, lure, urine, all that stuff. Pick up some IronTrail swag. Supporting Luke helps support my channel as well. So you know, I appreciate all the support you guys are showing IronTrail. But with that, guys, we'll see you on the next one.